everybody, happy Sunday. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you are doing, you are safe and you are with someone who is special to you, who thinks the world of you as well. So it's finally started. We finally got the cherry blossom out and oh, it smells glorious. Let me pan around so you can see. Our cherry trees are very much in flower. So these two big ones here, some of the trees up the back are in flower. We've got another cherry tree there. Forgive the noise, by the way, that is my neighbour cutting their grass, I think for the first time this year. But here, look, our little dwarf cherry tree is also making all kinds of wonderful flowers, and our solitary bees this year are all out and about, and so hopefully pollination is occurring. The apple trees are not quite there yet, but it's going to be maybe another week or so, and then we'll have the apple blossom out as well. I think this apple tree has started to think about producing some flowers. Again, not fully out yet, but you can see not far away. Not far away indeed. And if I wander up here, you will see that our cherry tree, our big cherry tree here, is just absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Spring is most definitely here at the house, and that means that things are finally starting to grow. So last weekend, I put in all of our potatoes that had chittered, so they are now all in. I want to show you some progress here. These are parsnips that are all coming up out of the ground. I say they're all parsnips. Gardeners among you will notice that that is not a parsnip, nor is that, nor is that, nor is that, nor is that. These are volunteer potatoes from last year. Now I know, at the end of every season, I do try to go through and get rid of as many volunteer potatoes as possible so that we don't get that start again the next year. But every year I miss some. So, and the important thing is you don't grow potatoes in the same place for multiple years in a row, because that can lead to blight and other issues. Potatoes were in that tub last year, so there's parsnips in there this year, and this one, which had parsnips in, has now got potatoes in. Now there were a couple of volunteer potatoes hanging out from previous years, which is bonkers to think about. They didn't come up last year, but they came up this year. Or rather, we did have some volunteer potatoes, but they weren't very large. But we picked a potato out of the ground that was like fist-sized at the weekend, and we had it, and it was very wonderful, very pretty, very tasty, and very fresh. I say pretty, it was pretty tasty. How about that? It was a big white potato. What is very pretty though, that's one reason why I said it, are our lovely daffodils and narcissus. They are putting on an amazing show, and while our hyacinths have pretty much given up the ghost now for the year, we're just about to get our tulips in, which is wonderful, and our lilac bush behind me is still not quite there yet, but it will be very, very soon. So let's show you some of the other things that have been going on. The roses are growing incredibly well. I still haven't put my vines in. I still haven't put my gooseberries in. We had a lot of rain last weekend. We've been really busy, and it's been a bit bonkers up here. But look, I know this is the chicken and garden update, but I'm walking past it. New review tyres on the F-150 Lightning that have got very much an off-road countryside vibe. I can't decide if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But if you look over here, look, we do have some flowers starting to come up here. We've got some strawberries coming up, and we've got some little shoots coming from Sweet Williams and other things that I've put in there. So hopefully we will soon have some sunflowers and all kinds of other wonderful things coming up. As you can see, the chickens got some of our sprouts that popped up out of the ground, and everything else is going really, really well. I've been busy in the greenhouse. I have been potting up my cucumbers. My tomatoes are not quite ready for it for the most part. but they are growing really rather nicely. Check these out. We've got some tomatoes in here. Looks like I'll need to give these guys some water in a minute. And over here, we've got cucumbers. Now, the cucumbers have not been doing as well as I would have liked, partly because slugs keep getting in. I actually found a slug in the middle of the act of chewing at some of my cucumbers the other day. I removed the slug and then I put this double arrangement over the top of the cucumbers, which seems to be helping. So, you know, hopefully I'll put these at a slightly weird angle right here. I'm sorry for the weird camera angle, but hopefully it will mean I'll have to put the lid on properly later because the lid has gone a bit skew-whiff and I don't want to send cucumbers flying. So yeah, I've been busy in the greenhouse. I did lose some of my cucumbers. Most of them seem to be doing, most of the surviving ones seem to be doing okay. I'm just rearranging them right now. They don't need any water, that's for sure. And my peppers are doing incredibly well. I'll show you my peppers in a second. I've just got to make sure I get these lids on the right way around. So I put a double lid arrangement on because I realised it stops the slugs. Let me show you here. While trying to do this one-handed, it's not necessarily always the best thing to be doing, but let me show you. So I put this one on like so. Nice and flat, and it's secure all the way around. And then I put another one on top. I need to seal it properly. I know this is just for illustration purposes right now. I can't do it with one hand, I've decided. But if you look over here, in here we have our peppers are doing incredibly well. Now, these are still heated because peppers prefer to have heat. So I'm looking for my watering can, which is right over here. So let's give these guys a little bit of water. And a few tomatoes in there for good measure. The heating pads have worked really well to encourage germination of especially the peppers. And also from the tomatillos, although the tomatillos don't like it being super hot. Definitely the tomatoes have done really well, and I'll show you over here some of the tomatoes and tomatillos hanging out and chilling and enjoying life. So if you look in here right now, we've got some tomatoes. We also have some tomatillos. And they are doing wonderfully well right here. We'll be able to tell very soon which ones are which. I kind of forgot which varieties were which, but as soon as their main leaves come in, I'll be able to tell ideally which ones are which, and hopefully that will mean I'll be on the right path. What I did do, and I'm going to admit to this, is I ended up buying some more seeds because the English cucumber variety that I bought, they were very tasty for the slugs, and many of them were eaten. So I bought some more because there's still time in the season to get them going. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they will arrive by the weekend and I can plant them up and I can put them in a slug-free environment. But check out these. Here you will see we've got some carrots coming up here. These are carrots coming up here. We've also got some onion starts that are coming up and doing amazingly well. Look at those. Got some nice strong shoots. Onion starts are incredible. It's garlic, by the way, over there as well. And then over here, well, I made these makeshift little containers to try and protect my runner beans because they were proving very, very tasty to certain critters. And now I've put these on. These are old propagator lids. They're actually doing pretty well. So we've got, these are rows of runner beans on this side, and then over here we've got radishes, we've got some spinach, and we've got some other stuff. You can see them coming up here, and I will need to thin them out fairly shortly so that we don't have too many plants competing for the same amount of space. Over here we have more carrots coming up in between the shallots and the volunteer garlic from last year. Now again, You're not supposed to grow garlic in the same place in multiple years, but we had so many volunteer garlics from last year, I thought, you know, what the heck, let's just see what happens. And I had these shallots. I wanted to see how the shallots were going to do. So I just put them all in because, you know, I just wanted to see. Hopefully this weekend I can clean up this plot and also this one right here. So for those who are paying attention, we're going to put some beet, hopefully not beet, we'll put some sweet corn and beans and probably either pumpkins or zucchini in this one. They will also go into this one, and they will also go into this one in the far corner, or possibly here. I haven't decided. Oh, I can't put them there because that's where they were last year. See, I have to remember because otherwise I confuse myself as well. In terms of the strawberries here, they are doing incredibly well. The raspberries are coming up nicely, and I do need to get in and I do need to weed them. But as you can see, the raspberries are really putting on a lovely growth spurt. And while I did cut those raspberries back very viciously last year, I think it's actually probably done them some good because it's encouraged some fresh growth, and hopefully we'll get a really nice crop. I need to put some structures in there to help encourage them to grow in a sensible place. Of course, the chicken and garden update would not be complete without saying hello to the wonderful Ashley. How are you doing today, Ashley? You are absolutely the best girl. You are absolutely amazing. She really is the best little girl. She's so intelligent, and she likes having, I don't know if you can hear that on the main microphone, but she likes making all kinds of pertinent observations about the world around her. My Italian Erin hasn't come back yet, but I've got to the point now where I'm like, I know it will come back. I just know it will come back. So why pretend that it won't? I know it will come back, and I still haven't decided what to put over here. So I'm still trying to decide what to put up here. There are a set of tyres I need to get rid of. I'm going to reach out to some friends. One of the channel's amazing long-time supporters just got some free tyres for their long-time support of the channel, and they also happen to have a vehicle that had the right size wheels, and obviously there are only so many tyres that I can keep at the house, so I'm giving those away to someone else who I need to reach out to and make sure that they got my email about it, but hopefully that will all be done. Chickens are laying, and let's finish by showing you the bees who have been coming in and out of here. This was pretty much ignored last year. Oh, look at that. A bee came straight on cue. The little solitary bees coming in and finding places to make their nests for next year. They're wonderful. They really are amazing. And if I walk up here, you'll be able to see some of them kind of preparing to come out. So here we go. So you can see quite a few have come out. We've got some bees still in there. There's one in there right now. And they use this space as their home of operations while they make sure that everything's going to be okay. And when the weather warms up and they're happy, they come out and they fly around. They pollinate lots of things. And then they come back after having fun times and lay their eggs for next year. And that's the cycle pretty much. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, we've got 5 now of these little homes for solitary bees. This one is a little bit more active. She says, there you go. You are not a solitary bee. But there you go. You see the solitary bees coming in and out. They do their little dance. They come in, they carry in food, they carry in pollen. And they'll be doing this for the next couple of weeks. It is wonderful to watch. And they're very, 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 very diligent about their task. And it is just the best. So tell me what's going on in your garden this week. What's growing, what's not growing, what are you looking forward to? As I always say, if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, tell me what you're harvesting, because you're so far ahead of us. Or maybe you're done with the harvest and you're ready for winter. Leave your thoughts in the down below. Thanks for joining us today, and if you've got thoughts, make sure you leave them in our Discord chat room, on our Patreon page down below, or you can reach out to us using Mastodon or Blue Sky. Thanks to the amazing list of people scrolling by on your screen right now. They're part of the massive community of supporters who make this channel possible, helping us through Patreon and YouTube, covering our bills, paying our team, and ensuring we remain 100% independent. If you'd like to join them and see your name listed here, just follow the links below. We have options available across a wide range of different price points, starting from $1.50 US a month. A massive welcome to our newest supporters: Andrew Dijak, Alex Flinner, Mark Chopping, Squire, James Higgins Thomas, Crispy Noges, Charles Noun, B. Henke, DVDD, Maria van der Linden, Kay Firth, Scott Churchill, Nathan Okawa, Corporal Dwayne Hicks, T2 Roman, Michael Schaefer, Alon M, Peterson, Albert Beidou, Omar A. Kale, Robert Gee, and Nick. To join the list and get your shout out, become a paid Patreon member for your moment of fame, and now you can even gift membership to someone else. If you'd like to support us with a one-off donation, you'll find links below to make Ko-fi and Bitcoin donations, and we even have an old-fashioned PO box you can reach us at for the time being, address also linked below. You'll also find links to our swag store, and if you are someone who has to shop on Amazon, please consider using our affiliate link so we get the commission, not Jeff Bezos. So we can continue to focus on making our content even better and reduce creator burnout, we're doing a different set of release days this year and plan dropping new content every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday on our main channel, plus something special on Sunday over on TE Take 2. And if you want more, the mighty algorithm that hates us thinks you should be watching this video, but we think this one is well worth watching too. Be awesome, be kind, be intentional, and don't forget to resist. Keep evolving!